What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit podcast. We made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program.
Can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Okay, they're just off the partner program.
That's 95% of their revenue.
We're going to figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and, work together and figure this out. But for now,
we don't even know why.
We don't know the specific.
True.
Pause right. This here is funny. He's funny.
I don't condone this N-word.
Oh. Shut up, you Albanian. Keep running the clip, you. No, keep running the clip. Who's that weird? I can't speak. Who's that?
You got a black man, a man of color, sitting in there with a hood on top of his head, around a known white Black American community. 90% of us who are what we call foundational Black Americans. This is something that needs to be addressed by all of us. It's just gone too far.
Go at them. We're just saying, you know what? We wish we knew the reason why, but we respect, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a while. No, we appreciate it.
Yeah. And the thing is that you guys know, right, on this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope.
They had a young man on their broadcast by the name of Nick Fuentes as part of the panel. This young man is the same gentleman who Just Pearly Things had on her broadcast several months back.
The lesson of World War II, based on the horrors of the is like, this is what happens when nationalism goes awry.
But your argument was the not special and all countries have done that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So you're saying, why is the special?
Yeah, that's the gist.
But you kind of deny it happened.
I deny some of the parts of it.
You deny parts of it don't seem realistic to you. You think they were embellished upon.
I think they're embellished, yeah.
The same way. This sounds... Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
They're gonna be in trouble. This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too. Because
if this happened to Jewish people, Hispanic people, or Asian people, they wouldn't put up with this type of nonsense. And it kind of blew up in her face.
Nick Fuentes is a very different kettle of fish, as we say here, right?
My opinion is that he was polite overall. He was a good guest.
He was also denying the whole. From what I remember.
Look, I'm not with that. Keep me out of that one.
Hey guys, when we speak, everyone raise your hand. Raise your hand.
No.
Raise your hand.
No.
So we take turns.
No, Nick, no, not you.
No. Kidding. I can't do it. Yeah.
What the?
I heard that some of y'all were raising the salute, so I decided to come back.
Let's go. Poor Sneeko. Pearl rolls out. Oh, come on.
No!
We're down.
No.
Let's go.
Come on.
No.
Let's go. We're down for whatever.
Let's do it.
The more you around, the more you're going to find out. If you stay down here and you never around, you'll never find out.
Do you realize how dumb everyone has to be? That when you're in a room full of people, that somehow Just Pearly Things seems to be the smartest person. You see her sliding off screen like, what the f am I associating myself with? Yeah, hey listen, if you want to throw away your YouTube channel in the dumbest way possible, cool. You just cost yourself and your staff millions of dollars over one of the dumbest things I've ever seen possible.
Greetings, you polite savages, and welcome to another Tip Talk. So by now, you polite savages, we've seen that the Fresh and Fit podcast have been demonetized. Although I do believe that this is going to be a temporary monetization. I've seen other channels lose monetization before, and I've seen them come back. Now, if Fresh and Fit is permanently demonetized, then we'll know that, hey, the people at YouTube just had enough. And there have been warnings before if it's going to be permanent, and the warnings were not heeded. Now, Myron and Fresh at this point saying that they have no idea what this is for. And I'm going to have to call that a little cap on that. Because the cappage on this, don't know what it's for, is kind of extreme. Because you had a firearm on stream, and that's against the terms and conditions. You've had many fights on streams against the terms and conditions. You've had a man calling women all types of names on streams. Excessive abusive language towards women against the terms and conditions. Platforming people that they don't want you to platform against the terms and conditions. And guess what? I've worked in Silicon Valley since 2014. And if it's not against the terms and conditions, they're not above writing terms and conditions to make sure that you are now against terms and conditions. It's the way it works. It's the big Silicon Valley two-step. And it's petty. And they don't forget. So the fans are going to say that this is censorship. And it's not. This is a power dynamic that's not in our favor. I don't wish for anyone to lose their channel because I could be next. So I don't wish that on anybody. Even people I don't like a lot. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Fresh and Fit, but I don't wish them to lose their channel. So like I said, fans are going to say it's censorship. Content creators are going to take this as a cautionary tale. Every content creator I know is at least looking at this, and even if they're saying, yeah, they had it coming, they're saying, yeah, but let's make sure we don't get it. And finally, if it is permanent, the folks at YouTube, they're going to say the chickens have come home to roost.
Two young men who were attacking content creators across the platform. The upshot is that Fresh and Fit was trying to make content creators go through the same trauma last year that Fresh and Fit is going through today. Again, this is not good. We content creators are a particular group, and we can all be victims of demonetization. This is not a celebratory time.
At a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this, and we were saying, you know what? At some point, we're gonna have to deal with this price, and today's the day.
Yeah. Whether it's the press writing articles on us, videos getting taken down that other channels are not getting taken down, and it's the same exact content or whatever it may be. Rumble getting hit, right, for free speech. Video, like just get strikes, whatever it may be.
They were somber in that meeting because they realized that their channel had just been demonetized. Now, if you're not a content creator, you do not know the pain of having your channel's ability to earn money taken away. This pain is enormous. The tall one even cried.
Saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro.
He would not wish this pain on anyone. Well, they tried to make other content creators feel that same trauma, that same pain just last year. How did they do that, you ask? Well, Fresh and Fit hired a $2 attorney and a 7-cent paralegal to spam out copyright strikes across all of the platform targeting certain content creators. They wanted these content creators to lose their entire channel. They wanted me, the lead, to lose my channel. They wanted me to feel that pain that they're crying about today.
Over the past year and some change that y'all been doing has been against TOS anyway. Y'all should have been packed up a while ago. Not only for y'all was sitting here misusing, again, the copyright system.
You may be able to avoid termination if you retract your takedown request. If you want to avoid termination of your channel, take this back.
Y'all sitting here making fun of Jewish people.
Bro, that monkey was crazy.
Even though I know Myron was on Rumble with the KKK thing on and doing all that stuff, y'all did that as well.
Guys, it's got to the point now where even where we shoot the location doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah.
Right?
But, dude, there is a matrix, man.
Now people gonna be like, oh, it's the matrix and y'all just want to get rid of them. No, there are several things that they were doing that many other content creators didn't say a thing about. Against TOS. They're a third-party entity. If you hit subscribe and you follow us here, you then you enter yourself into the giveaway, which a lot of people knew about at the time and could have packed them up for that, but we decided not to.
Power executes powerfully, and in this case, the powerful is YouTube, and the powerless are the content creators, including Fresh and Fit. Now, I want to point out something that you only have two choices when you're getting power executed on you. Number one, you can leave, or number two, you can capitulate. And don't think that anybody is too big for YouTube not to want to leave, because YouTube let Joe Rogan leave before. Yeah, he still puts his clips up there and his clips still do well, but the Joe Rogan Experience, the only place you could see it was on YouTube for years, and now the only place you could see it in its entirety is on Spotify. A lot of you folks forgot how that deal went down, but they told Joe Rogan that he cannot have Alex Jones on stream anymore, and Joe Rogan had a choice to capitulate or to leave, and he left. If Fresh and Fit gets their monetization back and restored, it'll be capitulation, and they'll be on notice.
When you bring up certain drama, it brings bad press. People start writing articles, okay? And YouTube just doesn't like that. They don't want bad press. So even though these guys were bringing in so much money to YouTube and their income, they weren't worth the negative cost that they potentially would bring with a bad press story. And that's what these guys are. They're They're a bad news story waiting to happen. And they're going to play clips of these guys doing monkey noises and calling people all kinds of things, right? Or doing the KK, putting on the white hood, right? They're going to play those clips. YouTube doesn't need that kind of bad advertising. You want to be able to be free to do whatever you want. YouTube says, sure, but we're not going to make you part of the partner program. We're not going to allow you to make money off this site because we don't want to be associated with your brand.
We built policies for YPP with the goal of rewarding creators who work hard on unique and original content. The success of the YouTube Partner Program relies on advertisers willing to associate their brands with YouTube videos. If they lose trust in YouTube, it can hurt the earnings of all creators. So we don't allow egregious behavior that has a large negative impact on the community. This means you should be respectful of your viewers, your fellow creators, and our advertisers, both on and off YouTube. Both on and off YouTube.
It just takes a whole lot of time for them to sit down and be like, let's just review this. Like they need to rally everything up and watch and put a file together to just justify this.
When a dude's putting on a monkey suit or putting on a clan hood, like I'm not trying to be on that level of dumbness. Right.
And you're going to be able to say that, oh, well, you know what? That when they did that, they were not on YouTube. Still linked.
ScottT here, and I gotta say that all the content creators here have already summarized all the points excellently. I'm honestly surprised that Fresh and Fit even lasted this long, considering all their past antics. And all of this is egregious behaviors. I like to hone in on the word egregious, because not only is it spoken on video, but it is also shown on text on support.google.com, showing YouTube's community guidelines and policies pertaining to content creators.
YouTube wanted to show they necessarily weren't censoring anyone, but being able to make money on their platform was a privilege. Being a part of the YouTube Partner Program was a privilege that YouTube will eventually turn their backs on them.
We are independent contractors earning income off of the YouTube Partner Program, and it is stated in multiple locations. Whatever you do on platform and whatever you do off platform represents YouTube. When you do something that is negative and harmful to the overall community of other content creators and even viewers on YouTube, then the powers that be that have a direct line with the advertisers that pay them and pay us will not want to associate their brand, their business, their ad dollars with a YouTuber contracted by YouTube for doing egregious behaviors.
Like I said, they don't like the press. If they say YouTuber is out here wearing the hood, it doesn't matter whether it was on or off the platform, it looks bad for the platform. It looks bad for their business, and that's what it is. YouTube is a business at the end of the day. Under what circumstance do I have the responsibility to continue paying you when you're doing stuff that's detrimental to my business? That's not free speech. Let's not act like YouTube hasn't spoken to you numerous times about the DMCA strikes, about the other things that y'all been doing, or the strikes that you guys have been given, or the warnings that you've received. Y'all acting like y'all got fired out of nowhere. Bruv, we've all seen you get called into the office a few times.
Polite savages, what are we to do? Well, it's quite simple. I hear a lot in the man space about self-reliance. I hear a lot in the man space about being a man and standing on your own too. I hear a lot in the man space about taking accountability. Two things that Fresh and Fit didn't do. They didn't take any accountability. They've been limited before. Where's their own platform? Making millions of dollars, where's your website build out? If you don't want to host your own website, where's your deal with somebody else, and why aren't you moved there already? You see, you can say that you're playing chess, and a lot of their fans are going to say they played chess and they knew this was going to happen, but this is BS. The truth is that real masters of the game don't get caught up. You understand that when you're in a power deficiency, your job is to get out of the power deficiency. Would Myron ever let a woman have the upper hand on him in a situation, in a relationship? This is what he preaches. Don't let a woman have the upper hand. You must have the leverage. Well, in this case, the woman had the upper hand on him. Unfortunately, that woman's name was YouTube.
Fresh and Fit hired that $2 attorney to take my channel down, and now look at their situation. Look what they are in tears about today. Now, is this karma? What it's not is a time to celebrate.
This isn't coming in as fair use. This is coming in as we don't like what people are saying. That's a dangerous game. Even if you're right on the particular element of one or two videos, when it's done like this, you can tend to be wrong on the bigger parts.
We're better than you. We make more money than you. We got a better channel than you. We get more views than y'all niggas. But I guarantee you, next year, this time, we're gonna lap you mother. Because you know what? Nobody works harder than us.
Nope.
Period. Who is Icarus?
the son of whatever, I can't pronounce his name, Daladeus or whoever. But Icarus and his father were both in prison. And the only way of escaping prison were to craft these wings made out of wax and to soar above the prison to go out. But what happened? Icarus's dad said, look here, son, I got a way out. But I know what these things are. As long as you operate according to some rules and some structure, you can sail out of here and reinvent yourself. But what happened? Icarus didn't listen to the old man. Who's that old dude? Oh, what, he's 40, 50, 60 years old? He's an old sucker. They don't know nobody. Forget you. He got the wings, didn't listen to what the OG said, and flew and did that very thing his daddy told him not to do. Flew too close to his son's, wing melted, fell into the sea, drowned. And far too many young guys today, far too many young men, period, are like Icarus.
That's all I have for you, you polite savages. And ask yourself one question. Can you handle the tip? Boom. Booty in your face. We're out.
Follow us on all social medias. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below. Join the THPPtube memberships and the Patreon. This is ScottT and Grover. Can you handle the tip? Because we are going all in. Peace.
We found true happiness.